First Coast's most accurate forecast from the First Coast News Weather Team, certified by Weather Rate, sponsored by AC Designs.
We have some showers out there this evening, but more rain is on the way, especially into tomorrow morning. And look at this, rain will stick around through the morning hours. Not great if you're tailgating for the Jags game. And then at the start of the game, more rain in the forecast. Also, it will be breezy at times, winds out of the northeast 10 to 15 miles an hour. Make sure you have your poncho with the off and on rain showers that are possible. But hey, trying to find some silver lining here. Temperature's not too hot. Highs will stay in the lower 80s. But Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all weather impact alert days. We will have a lot of rain off and on throughout this time, and so that means we'll have wet roads. We will also have the risk of tidal flooding because of these persistent northeasterly winds, that onshore flow. So be prepared for blocked roads because of flooding, whether it's the tidal flooding or the collection of rainwater on your roads. You might have some longer commute times out there. So we are keeping a close eye on Milton, and Milton will really impact us on Wednesday with strong northeasterly winds, gust up to 60 miles an hour. So some power outages are possible. There's a storm surge and tidal flooding possibility, moderate tidal flooding possible, and heavy rain could lead to street flooding as well. Some other points I want you to remember is that right now we could already have that minor flooding, especially along the St. Johns River, because of those northeasterly winds starting to pick up and pushing back the water. And then that will become a moderate risk, a moderate flooding possible by the middle of the week. Now for trees, a lot of them are already weakened because of Helene. Any extra wind that we'll see, and it's going to be breezy up until it's downright windy and gusty on Wednesday, and that could lead to more damage. Also, make sure your preps are done by Monday because conditions start to get dicey by Tuesday. Preparations for this, you have to secure all your objects that are at risk of the wind. That could even include tree limbs and other weakened objects or other objects that are at risk of the rain or high tides and flooding. For our coastal areas next week, we will have a high rip current risk, a powerful beach break, and beach erosion possible. We'll be aware of the coastal flooding, but also the small craft advisory. Now for Milton, here's a look at the 11 o'clock cone. It is expected to strengthen into a major Category 3 hurricane, and new as the 11 o'clock advisory, it is expected to be have sustained winds of 120 miles an hour as it's out over the Gulf of Mexico and unfortunately aiming for the Gulf Coast of Florida. It will make landfall somewhere along the Gulf Coast of Florida on the Panhandle. Remember, anywhere in this cone, that's where the center of the storm could be. So it's not saying that it's going to make landfall in Tampa Bay area, though it does look likely at this point because that's where models are pointing to. But still, there's some disagreement, some to the north, some to the south. So that's why that cone is so large right now. And remember that impacts extend beyond that cone as well. But the First Coast, we are in that cone, so we do have to be aware of these impacts again, which would be some tidal flooding possible because of that persistent northeasterly flow, and then also the possibility of street flooding with all the rain we're going to see. Likely more rain for southeastern areas and coastal areas. Again, Sunday through Wednesday, weather impact alert days.